and welcome back to another edition of the Intellectual Soul Food Lunch Buffet. I'm your new host, Maya McCord. Today's topic is campus safety. Last year at the University of Louisiana in Monroe, the television show Breaking Bad played out in real time. A pharmacist and a student were busted in a university drug scandal. Meanwhile, in North Carolina, 3 universities found themselves entangled in an organized drug ring, with fraternities at the center of it all. Here in Alabama, we like to believe our campus remains untouched by that level of criminality, but is that truly the case? We have field reporter Deshaun Wallace, who is going to take an inventory of the crime here on Alabama State University's campus.
In recent months, concerns over campus safety at Alabama State University have been on a rise. Incidents of theft and reports of suspicious activities have students wondering about their safety.
Safety to me is honestly anything that comforts a person or makes them feel secured.
Safety basically means like security, meaning I can rely on someone or rely on something in order to keep me safe, my family safe, my whole being pretty much safe.
I do feel safe on campus. Like, I understand there are locals around here, but they don't really do anything to me. But I feel safe on campus.
No, I don't feel safe on campus. It's too many openings around this campus. Like, I know we got like a security gate and checkpoint and stuff, but that doesn't mean anything.
I don't think it's secure as much as it should be. A lot of people that don't go to this school are often on the campus, and how are y'all on this campus? Y'all don't attend this school. I don't really feel safe
and
around
honestly,
y'all.
I second that.
From the student perspective, the open campus presents a problem. There have been reports of some campus police officers not fulfilling their duties to the fullest extent.
I don't know if they're like short on officers or whatever the case may be. There's been times I've came up there and the security guards sleep.
The security off rip is not good at all.
You let cars on campus, but you don't know what they got in the cars.
We have to just really communicate with the proper channels, such as DPS. And when I say DPS, I'm talking about the Department of Public Safety, really to ensure that those officers that are inside of the shack are really thoroughly doing their job.
Students have also raised concerns about the blue light emergency towers being out of order.
Those emergency things that are around campus, especially like the ones that are in the buildings and things like that, I've walked around several ones and they're out of order.
That could be a major issue, like real major, because it could be anybody who could just come on camp, a random, and then just like do anything, and no one know about it. Just the person who's in danger, and that could just be a real tragedy.
Because again, those are supposed to be working. If we're supposed to be able to depend on them 24/7, how am I going to be able to depend on you if those things are not active and working?
They're really there for no reason.
This is a public university, so a lot of times you do see, for instances, individuals that do not attend being able to get on campus because it's a public institution to be able to walk on and off. But the best that we can do as students is to ensure that we are letting the individuals that are of authority know that person is not supposed to be there right now at that moment, considering that could cause a lot of the issues that we are having.
As the conversation about campus safety continues, it is clear that there are valid concerns that need immediate attention.
Thank you. When we get back, we'll dive into the importance of safety awareness and prevention on campus, joined by Lieutenant Kim Todd from ASU Police. Stay tuned.
It's bittersweet. It's something that we've been talking about for a long time. I know this chapter would come, but I'm proud. It's an emotional time, but I'm very proud.
You okay?
No, I'm not.
You sure?
I'm sure.
I feel like you keep that.
No.
My major is in business administration. I'm excited to see what Alabama State can offer me and what I can also offer Alabama State. I'm excited for my new journey, and I'm ready to see what comes with this new experience.
I'm probably going to be a future history maker because I have big aspirations. I'm very ambitious, and I plan to really make my mark on this campus.
Become a history maker today. Visit www.alasu.edu.
Welcome back. As we dive deeper into the topic of campus safety, what does campus safety look like here at Alabama State University? Joining us today is a friend of the show, Lieutenant Kim Todd from ASU Police. So, Officer Todd, It's nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
And can you tell us how long you've been with ASU and what brought you here to work in campus security?
I've been with ASU for 11 years now. Actually, I'm an alumni with Alabama State University. So I started off being a work study student at the police department, and I say, hey, why not, I always wanted to be a police officer, so why not start here? And so that's what I did.
Just coming back.
Just coming back.
And talk to us a bit about how campus safety is from your perspective and as a law enforcement officer. Like, what does campus safety mean to you on a day-to-day basis, and what are some things that you and your team do to keep ASU secure?
For one, we have the checkpoint at the front. And piggybacking on the first question that you said, what campus safety means to me is getting out there, knowing your campus. When I say knowing your campus, getting out there not only just to go out there and arrest a student for crime, but actually getting out there, doing a lot of community policing, talking to the students to make sure that they do feel safe. And if they don't, then what are the things that we can do as Department of Public Safety to help them feel more safe?
Now, one of the terms we came across was the Clery Act. So can you tell us a little bit about what that is and how it plays into campus safety for students?
Okay, well, the Clery Act is pretty much where they gather the stats of the different crimes that take place on campus, and whether it be drug offenses, sexual assault, domestic violence, all that is tallied up in one, and that's how they'll be able to determine, hey, if this campus is number 1 on safety or number 50 on safety. So that's how they, with the Clery Act, that's how they're able to decipher, the safety on campus.
Now, for preparing for the show, we found the 2022 crime stats. The biggest offense was drug abuse at 11. Coming behind that was burglary at 9, and Title IX offenses at 6, aggravated assault at 4, and weapon charges at 2. Now, what do these numbers truly mean for us on campus, and are we truly safe with these numbers?
I think that every campus have their issues. Okay, I'd rather clear it out that way. Every campus have their issues. It's just how do you maintain those issues? I think with that percentage, it is low. It may seem kind of high with the numbers, but it's pretty low compared to other universities.
And the biggest issue here on campus seems to be drugs. What approach are we taking here? Are we looking at this more through a crime lens, or are we looking at this through an addiction approach?
So if you haven't noticed, we have partnered with COSA. And a lot of people, when it comes to smoking marijuana or drugs, everybody want to say, well, hey, maybe it may be an addiction. But it could be a coping mechanism as well. So it's all about how you interact, like I was saying before, with the students to see what are the issues, how they're coping. And different ways that you can do that is just have like different seminars, like town hall meetings, just different group activities to see what it is that's causing them that stress, whether it's stress management. I know the counseling center is big on stress management. So just going to those different forums just to see, hey, what it is that we can do.
And I guess with the collaboration of COSA, do you think that collaboration came in because of any of the issues that we've been having with drugs specifically?
Yes. Actually, it has. I'm a firm believer, like I said, I was once a student here. And so you have to find a way to help before you hurt, if that makes sense. So just because a person get caught with, and I'm not justifying marijuana or alcohol use, but just because a person get caught with a blunt or two, that doesn't mean that they should go to jail. Okay, it's ways that we can figure out, hey, what is it that you have going on? Why are you smoking? Is it that you're stressed out for finals? Is it that you got something going on with your family? So my main concern is just trying to figure out what's going on actually with that student before I just hammer them. Now, if they have a large amount of marijuana or a large amount of drugs, then yeah, we're here to do a job. But when you find students that has low dosage of drugs and alcohol, you want to get down to the root of exactly why are they using,
And I guess I have another question about the upcoming pre-NIC we have coming in for the union. So how will that help when it comes to, I guess, misdemeanors that happen in the union? And do you know anything about where it'll be located, or?
Well, the new precinct, it will be located right there soon, in front of the student center. Like soon as you walk in, we'll be located to the left where the old information center is. And so by being there, I think is again having us be more active with the students. They see a police presence there, and you know, like I said, crime is everywhere. Preferably it deter the little misdemeanor things that or miscellaneous things that take place in the student union by our presence just being there.
Okay. And one of the drug problem on campus, what's one of the most investigated on drugs specifically? You mean as in what? What's the most common drug? Mm-hmm.
The most common drug that I see here on campus is marijuana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has there been anything else with other than marijuana that kind of comes up, or that's
just strictly it? Marijuana. You know, if you go to other colleges or whatever, not to call any other colleges names, but you know, they may have marijuana, cocaine, and pills. You know, like I said, every college is different.
Well, we have to wrap this up with a short. We'll be back with a short break, but stay with us. When we return, we'll dive a bit deeper into our discussion on campus safety. Don't miss it.
Hornet Nation, have you heard the buzz? There's a fun run coming to the campus of Alabama State University. Join us September 9th for the Buzz Run 5K. Sign up for the Buzz Run today. Everyone gets a medal.
And kids can have fun too. Join us at Stinger's Fun Run.
This 5K benefits ASU Track and Field and ASU Department of Aerospace Studies. For more information and to register, go to www.alasu.edu/buzz.
This is where history is made. So I'm currently majoring in psychology, minoring in chemistry. I have hopes of going into the medical field of being an adolescent and child psychiatrist. So as an African American, I know the struggles, the experiences we have, the many adversities we run into in our daily life. And mental health has been a field which has kind of been blinded to the African American community. So I want to see how these effects of trauma still affects us today and how it is holding us back to reach our fullest potential. So I feel that the African American community needs somebody that can connect with them, someone they trust, because many times in the past, we've been blindsided to experiments such as the Tuskegee experiment with syphilis, and seeing myself in the shoes of these researchers and being able to connect with my people, therefore we can get a better understanding of the trauma and different things we deal with on a daily basis. So with me being a chemistry minor, so math, throughout my life, math has been like a hard subject for me. So with me wanting to go into the medical field, I know that I have to go to med school, I know I have to take a lot of science courses which involves math. So just me not being discouraged by, a problem getting too hard or me not understanding something, and really focusing on the bigger picture. Because once I get through my career and once I have my degree, my MD, I'll be able to help the people that I want to help, which is the younger generation. So not focusing on maybe the trials and things that are going too hard for me in the present time, but focusing on what it will do in the future and the impact it will have on many individuals.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, Officer Todd, and thank you so much for your insights. With all minds and stomachs full, this concludes our first nourishing episode of the Intellectual Soul Food Lunch Buffet this season. I'm your host, Maya McCord, reminding you to continue feeding your appetite for knowledge. Until next time.